Creating flaws in characters is an essential part of storytelling, and Avatar: The Last Airbender is a masterclass in this aspect. Each character in the series is imbued with unique imperfections that make them relatable, complex, and ultimately human. These flaws are not just superficial traits, they are deeply woven into the characters' personalities and arcs, driving the narrative forward and providing opportunities for growth and redemption. Take Aang, the protagonist, for instance. Aang is the last airbender and the Avatar, tasked with maintaining balance in the world. Despite his immense power and responsibility, Aang is inherently a pacifist. His reluctance to harm others, even in the face of great evil, is both a strength and a flaw. This pacifism often puts him at odds with the harsh realities of the world he must save. His aversion to violence leads to internal conflict, especially when he must confront Fire Lord Ozai. Aang's journey is not just about mastering the elements, but also about reconciling his beliefs with the demands of his role as the Avatar. Katara, another central character, is driven by a deep sense of justice and compassion. However, her intense emotions can sometimes cloud her judgment. Her desire to avenge her mother's death at the hands of the Fire Nation leads her down a path of anger and vengeance, which contrasts sharply with her usual nurturing demeanor. This duality in Katara's character adds depth, showing that even the most caring individuals can struggle with darker impulses. Sokka, Katara's brother, is the group's strategist and comic relief. His flaw lies in his initial skepticism of bending and his over-reliance on logic and science. Sokka's journey involves learning to respect and understand the mystical aspects of their world, which he initially dismisses. His insecurity about not being a bender also drives him to prove his worth through ingenuity and bravery. This insecurity, while a flaw, also becomes a source of strength as he grows into a capable leader. Toph, the blind earthbender, is fiercely independent and stubborn. Her flaw is her reluctance to show vulnerability. Toph's tough exterior is a defense mechanism against a world that often underestimates her due to her blindness. Her journey involves learning to trust others and accept help, which is a significant step for someone who prides herself on self-reliance. Zuko, the exiled prince of the Fire Nation, is perhaps the most complex character in terms of flaws. His internal struggle between his desire for his father's approval and his inherent sense of honor creates a compelling arc of redemption. Zuko's journey is marked by his constant battle with his own identity and the expectations placed upon him. His flaws are deeply rooted in his upbringing and the toxic environment of the Fire Nation, making his eventual transformation all the more impactful. Even secondary characters like Azula, Iroh, and Suki have their own flaws that enrich the narrative. Azula's perfectionism and fear of failure drive her to madness, while Iroh's past mistakes as a general haunt him, leading him to seek redemption through wisdom and kindness. Suki's initial underestimation of the challenges she faces as a Kyoshi warrior adds layers to her character as she grows stronger and more resilient. In Avatar: The Last Airbender, flaws are not just obstacles for the characters to overcome. They are integral to their development and the story's progression. These imperfections make the characters relatable and their journeys more compelling. By embracing their flaws, the characters learn, grow, and ultimately become better versions of themselves. This nuanced portrayal of character flaws is what makes the series resonate with audiences and stand the test of time.